Okay.
Hi, I'm Melanie Southard, three-time NFR qualifier, and my ranch is Seven Horse Ranch, and I recently came out here from California where I had a successful business back to Texas. I live in Buchholz, Texas, and I'm trying to build my business back here. I've been successful back there on some futurity horses that I've had. I've had some successful futurity horses in the past do very well, and I'm very good at getting horses going. I'm very good also at taking finished horses and making them get better. Today I had a question, and the question is, how do I ride my horse around the barrel without getting left behind? So I want to take the time. Right now I'm on a 3-year-old, so she's a little bit fidgety standing here. But one of the things is I like to have a little bit shorter stirrup length than most people, and that kind of helps me be more like a jockey. And it's able for me to, if I need to get forward, I can put pressure down in my stirrups, or I'm still able to swing my legs forward where I can get back. When I go around a turn, I try not to set back. My saddle that I have has a 5-inch cantle, and it already kind of sets me forward, and it sets me kind of center and down in the saddle. This is just an NRS saddle. It's not a super fancy saddle, but it's a nice saddle, and it's a balanced saddle for me. So when I run to my first barrel, or any barrel, when I cue my horse, I'll come from the forward position where I just kind of set up. I don't really set back. So then that cues my horse to rate, and when I rate and I'm in my turn, I set in my turn center. But then when I start to get to the back side of my turn, that's when I start getting forward. And I use my stomach muscles, my legs to push me forward, and my saddle horn. I'll always go to my saddle horn unless I'm training a young horse where I need to hustle them or something around a barrel or keep them balanced with 2 hands. So if I'm running my open horse, I'm always going to go to my saddle horn when I make my turn. I don't necessarily push or anything. I don't do that. I just use it to kind of stabilize and hold. But mainly it's for when I'm leaving the barrel where I can kind of pull myself up. I also use my stomach muscles to pull myself up when I turn. So I try and like crunch my stomach muscles together, and that helps me kind of lean forward. So when I go around this barrel, I'm just going to go around this right barrel here. So when I'm coming into this turn and I set, so when I'm sitting, I'm not sitting back, I'm just sitting here, and I'm centered with my horse's stride, and I'm feeling each stride as I go. And I'm looking not at the barrel, I'm looking basically in front of me on the ground, and wherever my horse and my eyes are going is where my hands are going to go. So when I look on the ground, that's where my body's going. So I'm always taking this horse to where I'm looking. So wherever she's turning, this is where she's going to be going, is around this barrel. So when I get here and I rate my horse and I drop to that single rein, I'm going to turn, and I'm looking for my next, I'm always looking for my next step, and when I look up, I'm coming out and I'm pushing forward. So let me come up the barrel again. So when I'm coming at this barrel, I set, I rate my horse, I sit, and then I start leaning forward, and I get up over my horse. So I don't stay sat for the whole turn, where a lot of people do. I don't. I try and get up out of my saddle as soon as possible. So when I make this back side right here, I'm already leaning forward. So when my horse takes off, I'm in stride with him leaving. If I don't get forward in this back side, then I get left behind when my horse takes off, and then he bounces me because I'm out of stride and I'm on his bounce. I'm sure a lot of people have been there. So I try and ride the stride, and when I feel him collect, I start leaning right here and I get forward. So my hand, my eyes, everything looks for that next barrel. So then my shoulders go to that next barrel, and it squares my horse's shoulders up for the next barrel also. So again, I ride up to it, I sit down, I'm turning my horse, I start looking for my next barrel, and I lean forward and I go to my next barrel. My hands and my shoulders are going to that next barrel. My eyes are going to the side of the barrel. I have the peripheral vision of the barrel, but my point is to the side of that barrel. I use my legs again to push. I kind of get them back a little bit and kind of push off with my stirrups, and I use my saddle horn to pull myself up too. Not too much, and I use my stomach muscles. So that's kind of what I do to stay up with my horse. Again, thank you. I'm Melanie Southard. If you would like to set up any clinics or lessons, I'm in Buchholz, Texas. I'm always available. Thank you.